Are you guys ready? I'm only 10 minutes late from what I thought this was gonna be. Okay, Daniel, Amanda, are we ready? Okay, stop sharing. Right. It's sliced bread. Thank you, Tasha. Best thing since sliced bread is sliced bread. Best thing since sliced bread. Hey, listen, if I can do 150 grand a month selling insurance and I can't even speak English, come on, guys, what's your excuse? Okay, I'm gonna do some water. Okay, you guys are gonna see how much fun I have when I'm selling insurance. Okay, Daniel, Amanda, Rob and Stacey, are we here?
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Yay. Okay, we ready? Okay, guys, we're gonna be done by 9 o'clock, just like I predicted. So, all right, so we have our couple. If you guys don't know who Amanda is, you remember Amanda used to be the superstar in all of our social media. Amanda is actually, guys, our director of operations. She is the brains behind all of our technology. She's amazing. She's my right hand. She is only 25 years old. She's a beast. So thank you, Amanda, for everything you do. If you don't know who Daniel is our creative director. He's also amazing. They have been working with us for, I don't know, 75 years since we started this company. I know. And they're amazing. So they are Rob and Stacey today. Okay. So you guys ready? Okay. Hi, guys. I am Vivian. I am your mortgage protection underwriter. How are you?
Doing
Great. Hey, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, a few things before we get started. The first thing is I do need to let you know that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes. And basically so the insurance carrier knows I'm doing my job properly. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Awesome. The next thing is I am going to share my screen with you guys and I'm sharing with you my license. What that means, this is actually a funny story. My dad wanted me to be a doctor and I end up becoming a medical underwriter. He's not very happy about that, but I do have a license to show for it. So here is my license. I want you to take a screenshot or a print screen or a picture, whatever, write it down. I don't care. I am handling your private information and I do want you to have mine as well. Let me know when you got it.
I just got it. Yeah.
Okay,
Just-
awesome. Guys, did you guys hear me saying, I want you to take a picture? I want you to take a screenshot. I am very nice. I'm very personable. And I actually have a lot of fun when I'm running appointments, but I am in charge. Nobody will ever tell me what to do. And if you have a personality that is not like that, create one. There's a book called The Alter Ego. Pick up that book, read that book, and create a personality that is super in charge. Okay? You start the presentation like this because you are an underwriter. And if you think about the name underwriter, like think about like a mortgage underwriter. Who is not terrified of a mortgage underwriter? You can decline people from getting a mortgage loan. And it's the same thing with insurance. When you say the word underwriter, so act like one, okay? Underwriter, not salesperson. Nobody likes a salesperson. Everybody likes an advisor. I'm going to show you how to become an advisor. Okay, guys. Before I start this, I need to share my screen. Hold on. Okay, a few things I'm going to do before we get started. On the platform, very simple. When I created this platform, I wanted to make everything really, really easy for you, okay? One platform that handles your entire infrastructure. So your leads are here on the My Leads tab. All you got to do to push it to add a desk is you're going to go into the lead. You're going to click this little 3 button and you're going to click send to Aria Desk. The Aria Insure Tax CRM is not out yet. It's going to be out next month. But you're also going to be able to export to Aria Insure Tax CRM from here directly. So you can send it to the CRM or you can send it to Aria Desk. In this case, we're going to send to Aria Desk. For you to access Aria Desk after you sign up, all you need to do is click See here, the lead was successfully sent to AdaDesk. Now, for you to access AdaDesk, all you need to do on this little hamburger over here, the little squares, you're going to click here, and you're going to click AdaDesk. There we go. It's going to open AdaDesk for you. Okay. I'm going to sign in. And here we go. This is where everything happens. And I know that most of you guys don't even know it exists. Okay. You're going to be able to do all of your new cases. You're going to be able to manage your cases. You're going to be able to manage your book of business. You're going to be able to create campaigns. So when you're done and you wrote the policies, you can literally have all of your book of business receiving emails from you. Every person that's a mother in your book of business is going to receive a Mother's Day card. Every person that's a father is going to receive a Father's Day card. Every person is going to receive a message on Memorial Day. Every person is going to receive a message on Labor Day. And then you can create select follow-ups. You can create automatic policy reviews every year. Every year on the anniversary of the policy, it's going to send an email and say, hey, Jonathan, it's that time of the year. I want to make sure that your policy is good, that there's no issues, there's nothing better for you. So here's my link. Schedule a call so we can review your policy and make sure that you're all set still, right? So all of that is on AdaDesk. I'm going to walk you through in a second, but I'm going to go in here, all the cases. I'm going to click and import it because remember, I just imported this from Ariel, from the dashboard. And this is a different lead, but I'm going to click here because I want to grab all of the information from it. And what that's going to do is that it has this script here, and the script also moves with everything that you are doing as you are moving through the process. So you guys are going to see how I use this. Can you guys see my screen?
Can you make the area that's bigger? It looks super tiny. Can you see it?
It's the biggest. It's this my whole.
The screen? It looks like
Okay. Hold on. But I don't know how, is that your computer?
once everybody's there trying what they can see.
It's very small?
It's just tiny. Yeah. It looks your face, the video, or not?
I mean,
Don't share your face like half and half, just the.
Okay, so let me-
People can see it up here.
okay, so you guys don't mind that you don't see me and my clients, right? You just want to see the screen? So I can do content? Is this good?
What does it look like? They will see you on the top.
Okay, hold on.
No.
I'm sharing what I'm not supposed to be sharing. Hold on. Okay, just screen. Just screen.
With yourself.
Right here. Oh,
Where this one where you are in the picture, do you remember like TikTok?
like this?
If you want to still be there, if not, just there.
Is this better? Is this better? You still have me there, but is this still too small, guys? Is this better?
That's how they want.
But can everybody see?
Yeah.
Much better. Okay. So one that says much better. Adam says much better.
Much better.
Okay, we are in business. Let's do it. Okay, where's Robin and Stacy? We have Robin and Stacy?
Hi.
Okay, is it still good, guys? Because now we have Vivian, Robin, Stacy.
Yeah, this is a good time for us.
Hold on, but I need to make sure the shot here says it's good so we can get this puppy on the road. Yeah? Still good? Okay, awesome. Okay, we are in business. All right. So guys, now what I'm going to do is I have the entire scripts, the one that you downloaded from the training tab is here. So what happens is if you're doing telesales or if you're doing Zoom, whatever it is that you're doing, you can literally, you have the steps that you're going to be using. So if you come, like you have several forms that you use when you're sitting with your clients, you're never going to use a piece of paper again. You're never going to lose the information for your clients. It's all going to be here. You can save along the way. If you need to reschedule, if you need to come back to it, it's all going to be here. And later on the road, you're going to manage the book of business. And if your client calls you and say, hey, I need another policy, guess what? You have everything in there. You don't have to ever worry about it. So, okay. So, okay, guys, now you saw my license. You already heard the story about my dad being very upset about the fact that I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to explain to you guys what it is that I do and how I do it. And if you have any questions, please do let me know, okay? All right, so basically, I am what they call a medical field underwriter. What that means is that It's my job to verify you guys are alive, you're breathing, you're not attached to a 500-pound oxygen tank, and nobody's trying to get insurance on your property or under your names. Once I do that, it flips. I become the person that gets to work for you. So my goal and my job is super simple. I want to make sure I get the best policy I can find for you guys for the least amount of money. For me to do that, I'm going to ask you a few questions. So I'm going to go through some health questions so I know what it is that you can possibly qualify for. And I'm going to ask some financial questions. Why? So I can make sure that you guys even need this. And I mean that, Stacy, I do see people on a regular basis that don't need this. And if that's the case, I will let you guys know. And I'm out of here. I do have another 12 appointments, 12 families that I need to see today. So I'm not a salesperson. I'm not here to try and sell you anything. I will figure out if you need it. And then we're going to go from there. Now, if you do need this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some options for us. Okay. And you're going to be the ones that are going to pick the options that make sense for you. Now, I don't know your budget. I don't know what you guys are looking for. So I want to make sure that we're picking an option that fits your budget, not just your budget today, but your budget tomorrow. Because usually what people do is that, you know, your tire goes out, your fridge goes out. The first thing that people do is that they cancel their insurance policy. And you really don't understand how important this is until you actually have to use it. So I want to make sure that we find something that it's comfortable for you guys' budget. Once we do that, I really need you to hear me this. All we can do for you guys is help you fill out an application. I'm not the insurance carrier and I don't make any decisions. I'm pretty good at my job, so I usually know exactly what we need to do on that application, but I am just a lady with the paperwork. I will help you fill out that application today. Once we do that, we're going to send it out to the insurance carrier, and it takes them anywhere from 3 days to 15 business days to decide if they're going to give you the coverage or not. If they do, they will mail you the policy. Once you receive that policy, you're going to call me. We're going to hop on a Zoom and we're going to review everything together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
At that point, if you guys want to make any changes, I'll help you make those changes at that point, but super simple. Sounds good?
Okay.
Okay. So now, guys, I'm not kidnapping them. And by the way, it's what I just said. It's probably not exactly what's in here, but it's the exact same that's in here in different words. Because I wrote this. My script is a copy of what I do, literally words by word. And I did not write it with ChatGPT. When I created this, there was no ChatGPT. So basically, I told them exactly what's going to be happening. What are we going to be doing? That we're going to be doing an application, that we're going to be doing something in their budget, and exactly what I'm going to be asking. I'm going to be asking health questions. I'm going to be asking financial questions. When I get to the financials, they want to give me more information than I ask. Why? Because I have this posture, and you have to understand the posture, control and posture. Okay, so awesome. All right, so let me pull your file real quick, guys. You guys are the co-borrowers and you guys are both on the loan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So now we're gonna get into the surface why. All right, so I asked this question to everyone so I know how to best serve you. Like I said, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not here to sell you guys something you guys don't need. So most people request this information, Stacy, because they either want to, for two reasons. They want, God forbid, something were to happen to them. They want to, you're to become sick, or disabled, pass away. It would cover the mortgage for a certain amount of time, or it would pay off the mortgage and cover some extra expenses. They don't ever have to worry about anything. What is it for you guys?
So realistically, we both pay the mortgage. I make a little bit more than he does. So I'm mostly it's me.
Okay. So you guys are both working right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And just so I understand what's the situation, God forbid something were to happen, Rob, and Stacy didn't come home last night. Do you guys have kids?
Yes.
Yes, we have 3.
3 kids. Oh, nice. How old?
2 years old, 3 years old, and 5 years old.
Oh, wow. You guys are like rabbits. One after the other. Okay, sounds good. I see it. I can see it. I can see the energy, okay? That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. Hot, hot, hot couple. Okay, so talk to me a little bit, Rob. Stacy didn't come home last night. Let's knock on wood. And you now have to pick up the pieces and you have the kiddos and you're alone. How would that turn out for you?
I mean, after the grief, if it ever comes to pass, I don't know. As she mentioned, she contributes even more to the mortgage payment, but she also takes care of the kids.
Yeah, I literally do everything.
You're a
So I don't know.
superwoman, Stacy. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
love it. I
yeah.
love you.
I would have to figure out what to do with my job, with taking care of the kids, the house. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where to start.
As it stands today, what would you have to do with what you have in place? Do you have family? Do you have somebody that can help with the kids?
Nobody in town, really. I would have to,
So what would happen? Could you afford to keep the house, put the kids with some babysitters?
definitely not.
Okay, so what would happen?
I would have to ask family for help, I guess.
But you just told me they don't have family in town.
No, but financially, or I don't know, like, yeah, I would have to sell stuff.
You have to sell the house. Okay. Do you think that you could sell the house fast enough not to lose it?
And I don't know. I don't know how much grace I could have from my bank.
Do you know how long a property takes to before it goes into foreclosure after you default?
No, I haven't even thought about it. No.
I know most people don't. I only know because, that's what I do for a living. 3 months.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
think that you would need more than 3 months to be able to get stuff together?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. How would you feel if something like that happened and they lost the house, Stacy?
I would feel terrible. I mean, not only am I leaving my kids behind, my husband, and then just all this financial burden um, on the table, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's look at a different angle, just so I can really understand you guys' situation. Stacy, what if Rob came home last night? He did come home, but he just found out he has stage 4 cancer. He has leukemia. He needs to go through chemo, radiation. He's going to lose all his hair. He can't work. He's extremely weak, and he can't work. And now you guys lose that income, and now you need to take care of him, super sick, going through puking his guts, the whole process of going through chemo and radiation. You have to take care of the kids, and you have to work full time. How would that work for you? And you
No,
lost the income.
I can't do it. I mean, there's no superwoman in the world that can do that, honestly. No matter what I can try to lean on my family, but realistically, it's just, I don't know what I would do.
Okay. So as it stands today, how would that affect you? Would you guys be able to keep the mortgage, to keep the house?
No, not at all. I mean, we have a little bit of savings, well, he does, and I have a 401k, but that's about all that we have on the table currently.
Okay. And how do you think that would affect the kids?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think the kids would definitely be displaced. I would have to change from schools because they are in like a charter school, like a private school. I wouldn't be able to keep everything in place as it is.
Yeah, that makes sense. How would that make you feel, Daniel?
Like I failed. Like I failed them. Like I didn't prepare enough for, what could happen. Maybe I should have been planning better.
That makes sense. Okay, so I just want to make sure, like, if we can find something that, God forbid, something were to happen to you guys, and let's knock on wood, because we hope it doesn't ever, it would take care of that mortgage and then some. So you guys don't ever have to go through that position. And it's within the budget. We definitely want to put something in place, right?
Yeah, I don't really know much about it, but if you can take us through, I mean, that would be amazing. I wouldn't want to leave my family in that position.
Okay. Perfect. That makes total sense. Okay. So let's see what we have here in our hands, if we can even qualify for it. All right. So Daniel, I have a mortgage balance for $729,000. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And the value of your home right now is about $950,000.
Hmm.
Okay. And you're paying about $5,500 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So we have about $221,000 of equity. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that a 30-year mortgage or less?
30.
30.
Did you guys just purchase or did you refinance?
We just purchased.
Okay, awesome. Now, are you guys paying anything extra on the mortgage to pay it off earlier?
No.
Not at the moment.
No? Guys, this question I ask to see if I have a mortgage acceleration in my hand. Now, that's a whole other training. A mortgage acceleration is a whole, that's how, like every 4 appointments I run, I find a mortgage acceleration. And that's usually 20, 30, 40, $50,000 AP. Why? Because sometimes I find people that they're paying an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month to pay off the mortgage early. And what I do is I take that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month and I put into an IUL that builds cash value to pay off that home in 15 to 20 years. And I pay off the home. So a lot of times I write like really high premiums with mortgage acceleration, but this is here for that. That's a whole other training that I'm going to do at some point. Now, if you guys could pay your mortgage earlier, would you like to?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so what are you looking for in this questions here, guys, is if they're already paying extra on the mortgage, and if they are not already paying extra on the mortgage, you ask if they could pay, and if there is some extra money left over on their financials, you can always bring up an option where it's like $1,000 a month, but it will pay off their mortgage like 10 years earlier, and it's going to save them a bunch of money. But it is a very complex context, so we're not going to get into this today. Okay, so you guys have a beneficiary. It's each other. Okay, so Stacy, spouse, and then Rob, spouse. Okay, awesome. And then you just purchased the home. You cannot cover the mortgage on your own. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you want to pay off the mortgage. You already told me that. Okay, I'm going to save and continue. All right, so let me go into your health real quick, guys, so I can see what it is that we qualify for. Robert, what is your date of birth?
January 24, 89.
Okay, you were 37 years young, and how much do you weigh?
195 pounds.
What's your height?
5'9".
Okay. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of the information from the lead auto-populated here. So you don't have to copy and paste anything. Okay. And you're located in New Jersey. And have you ever smoked?
No,
This came from the lead. It says that they are not a smoker. Do you have any medical conditions? Have you taken any medications in the last 10 years?
I have high blood pressure.
Okay, so you have high blood pressure. And this is what's really cool about this. When you select high blood pressure here, it's going to pop all of the regular medications for high blood pressure. So a lot of clients get really impressed when you go, especially if you're new agents and you don't know how to do that. If you were like a veteran, you know exactly what medications people will use. But until then, you go, okay, so we have high blood pressures. What are the information that you do need to know? For your underwriter, for you to figure out what they qualify. You always need to know when they were diagnosed. So Daniel, when were you diagnosed with high blood pressure?
About 6 years ago.
6 years. So I would say January of 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, right, with COVID. Okay, so what are you taking? Are you taking amlodipine, atenolol, carvedilol, enalapril?
Corvetolol. Yeah, Corvetolol.
Carvedilol. And then sometimes people go, oh my God, you know all of these things. Remember, I told them I'm a medical underwriter. And when you say these medications, they go, oh shit, she knows her thing. And it impresses people. It's the craziest thing. But because you have all of that here, it's super easy to do that. And then say, okay, were you ever hospitalized for high blood pressure?
No.
No. Okay. Are you taking medications right now? Never hospitalized. Okay. Any other medications?
No.
No. Okay. And all right. Any surgeries in the past?
No.
No hospitalizations in the past. Have you been hospitalized for COVID-19?
No,
Do you have any criminal records?
no,
Do you currently hold a valid driver's license?
yes,
Are you a US citizen?
yes,
Do you have a will?
no.
Okay, awesome. And let me get your information now, Stacy. So I'm going to click here in client shoe and I'll have Stacy. Okay, Stacy, what is your date of birth?
10/26/2000.
Okay, and your weight
I'm 196.
and your height?
5'5".
Female, same state. It's New Jersey. And do you smoke at all?
I don't currently smoke, no.
Do you have any medical conditions? Have you ever taken any medications for any conditions?
No.
No? Any surgeries in the past?
No, ma'am.
Have you been hospitalized for anything?
No.
No COVID-19?
Mm-mm.
Criminal records?
No.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Are you a US citizen?
Yes.
Do you have a will?
No.
Okay, just so I know what you guys already have in place, so I know what it is that you guys need. Do you have any 401ks, any IRAs, anything that would act like it would help pay off that mortgage if something were to happen?
Yes, she
Yes.
has.
I have a 401k. It has around 50K in it.
Okay? Any life insurances you currently have in place that you own yourself, not through your work?
No.
No,
No. You guys have children? Yeah, you have 3 kiddies.
yes,
Okay. So you, both of you guys, okay? And you have 3. Okay, what's their names?
Karen, Carlos, and Adrian,
Karen, Carlos,
yes.
Adrian. Okay. Awesome. So I have your information here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to my underwriter so I know, what's the best options for you guys. And while this is going, guys, this is what's going to happen here. You got all of their health information, okay, for both of them. You're going to click send to underwriting wizard. It's going to open another tab. All the information is going to go here. And it's going to tell you all the options they qualify for. So for Rob, you can do Americal CBO, you can do Payment Protector, you can do, now then again, we work with every IMO. If for some reason the carriers that you use and the majority of our clients do simplified issue. So we don't have a lot of the underwriting guidelines for fully underwritten stuff in there. But if for some reason you want a specific carrier that it's not here, you can literally contact your AE and then you can upload the names. And we're going to get the underwriting guidelines and we're going to add in there for you. But it's going to tell you, Rob can do American CBO, American Payment Protector, all of them. It would be standards. He would be good to go. And Stacy, same thing. You can literally go and pull all of the options and see which carrier you would like to write best and pick one and go for it. In my case, I will always go America. They pay the next day. I still have an amazing persistency because my system allows me to lock down my clients. No client will ever replace my policy unless they pick up the phone and call me. And you're going to learn how to do that too. So I'll pick a CBO and a term 125. I'll give them a return of premium option and a full mortgage payoff. So now I know exactly what they qualify for. If for a new person, new client, new agent, this is a game changer. So now I'm like, okay, guys, remember I was going to ask you, what happened to you guys, Rob and Stacey? Okay. Okay, awesome. So I send it to my underwriter. I'll have the options very soon here. I'll see what my system tells me. Now I'm going to go through your financials. Remember, I was going to ask you some financial information to see if you even need this. And that's what we're going to find out. So let's see. So we have a monthly mortgage for $5,500. Is that right?
Yes.
Any HOA we're paying for?
$1,200.
You pay anything for home gas?
No.
Internet?
120.
Cell phones?
420.
What are you paying for electrical bill?
We do around $350 a month.
Okay. Do you guys pay for any car insurance?
Yes. $575.
Stacy knows her stuff. What about gas for the car?
Well, I mean, I drive a lot more than he does. I'd say around, both of us together, it's around $200 each. All together.
Any housekeeping?
No,
Any pet care? You guys have any pets?
no pets.
No pets. I mean, maybe we should guys should get some for the kitties. They're gonna love them.
Mm.
I think it's great because I don't have any pets because I'm not cleaning after them, but I think it would be great for you.
Yeah.
What about food? How much do you spend in foods every day, every month?
Around like 450?
Yeah, 480.
Oh, 480.
Okay. Do you spend any money for security alarm system?
No.
No.
No. Any subscriptions? Netflix, Hulu, Prime,
Yeah,
any of that?
around $360. So
Wow, you guys are subscription king and queen.
yeah.
What about gym membership?
Yes.
You have a
Yeah,
healthy lifestyle,
250.
Daniel? Rob?
Yeah, 250.
250. Wow, that must be lifestyle, life cycle, like the nice ones. Any daycare for the kitties?
Yes. We pay around $1,200 a month for daycare.
$1,200. Okay. What do you spend for water and garbage? Or is that
Um,
included in the HOA?
That's included in the HOA.
Okay. Car payment.
Around $750 for both of us.
Any outstanding loans? Any school loans? Any like outstanding loans? No?
No.
Do you pay for your credit card every single month? What do you usually pay a month?
Yes. Well, I pay around like $600 in credit cards a month.
Yeah,
What about you, Rob?
like $700.
Okay, so I would say 1,300. Okay. All right. Anything else that that I didn't ask you that you guys usually spend every single month that's part of your routine?
I mean, our lifestyle, we go out a lot.
Okay. Like go out to
$1,000 a
dinner and
month.
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
800 to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll put like some extras. I would do like an extra $1,000 just so we know what we're really spending. Okay. So remember I told you, and hold on. What are you bringing in per month, Stacy?
I do
After
50
taxes, after taxes.
I do 15K a month.
Okay. 15K. That's okay. What about no, you're not doing 15K. That's too much. You're doing 10K.
Okay, 10K.
What about you, Rob?
I'm doing 8.5K.
8.5. Okay. Okay. All right. So remember I mentioned to you guys that I was going to find out if you even need this, right? So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and I'm going to show you kind of like how I realize that. Because again, I want to make sure that we're looking at something. Are you guys saving any money every month? Are you putting anything in a savings account or everything that comes in you guys are spending?
We save very little. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
regular,
even-
yeah.
So basically everything comes in, you guys are spending on a monthly basis,
Just
right?
about that.
Okay, so no savings. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm seeing and then we're gonna think about this together. Okay. Guys, now here's the thing. This auto calculated took their expenses and everything that I put ahead up there and auto calculated their financial picture. Okay. Their income is $10,000 for one, $8,500 for the other. Their household income is 18,500. Their household bills is 13,000. But this is what I need you to understand. They just told me they save nothing. So their expenses are actually 18,500. You need to get these people to see. And again, I don't sell anybody anything. Now you need to get them to sell you. And this tool is the most powerful tool that you can do. Now, if you're doing telesales, you can literally share the screen, send them a little link to see that because there's nothing like making them see it. You can also walk them through to just write it down while you have them on the phone. If you're doing Zoom, just share the screen and walk them through. And you guys are going to see how easy it is to sell like I don't ever get to think about it. Ever. And the reason I don't get to think about it is because if the why is weak right in the beginning, I shut them out. If they are not going to give me a reason why it is important to them, I won't even run the appointment. So when I get there, it is over. Okay. So now I'm going to click here, create financial analysis. All right. Guys, are you with me? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So this is your life. You guys are looking at your life. And I know that most people don't ever do this. So I'm sorry that I'm going to be the one that's going to get you guys to think about this stuff. But it's very important that you do this, especially when you buy a new home, because you want to make sure that you never find yourself in a position that you didn't think about something that you should have. So you're looking at your world. This specific, very interesting circle over here, this is your world. So Robbie, this is you. Stacy, this is you. This is Karen, Carlos, and Adrian. Okay. Now, this is your mortgage. You have a mortgage for $729,000 and you have an equity for $221,000. So let me ask you a question, Rob. Whose money is this 729,000?
What's a loan?
Whose money is it?
Banks.
The bank.
That's the bank's money. Okay. Now, whose money is this $221,000?
That's all right. Equity would be ours, I guess.
That is your money. That's right. Now, your world right now, based on what we went through, is 13,675. What that means is that that's how much your basic expenses, what it takes you every single month to survive. Now, let me ask you a question. Your monthly payment is $5,500, but your actual expenses is $13,000 a month. If you can't afford to pay this $13,000 a month to live and your house goes into foreclosure, what happened to your money?
It would be gone.
You lose it because the bank will sell your house for whatever they need to get their money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So with the bare bones minimum here, Rob and Stacey, I want to make sure that you never lose this money. Sounds fair?
Yes.
Okay. So now I want to look, like you guys told me that it would be catastrophic if we don't have something in place. But I want to really make sure that that's the case because, again, I don't want to be selling you stuff that you don't need. So I'm going to have to kill you. I'm sorry, Rob. I will kill you, but I will bring you back, I promise, okay?
Man.
So God forbid something happened and Rob didn't come home last night. I'm going to kill Rob. Rob is no longer here. I'm sorry, Rob. Here, I'm going to kill you. Rob is no longer here. So now we just have Stacy and the 3 kids. Stacy, you have a $10,000 income. Okay. And your total expenses is 13,000. But in reality, if you think about it, it's actually 18,500 because you guys are not saving anything. So your lifestyle today, to upkeep your lifestyle today, is 18,000. Let's say that we remove everything. Your basic expenses is 13,000. So I'm going to remove this here and we need 13,000 to survive. Now we have 3 kids, no help. You're only bringing in $10,000 and you're grieving. How is that going to turn out for you, Stacy?
Honestly, very bad. Yeah.
What do you mean by very bad?
I didn't know we even spend that much.
And
Yeah. Wow.
where are you going to get the money?
Mm-mm.
What do you mean by very bad? How long do you think that you would be able to keep this going? Like how many months?
0.
I mean, if I pull everything from my 401k, I guess 10K a month, so maybe 5 months max, if they even let me, because I know that they do have some restrictions.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to bring you back to life. Rob, you're back. You're back, Rob. We have Rob back. Woo! Rob, you're back. Now I'm sorry, Stacey, I'm going to have to kill you a little bit. Okay. Now we don't have Stacy. By the way, Stacy's not dead. We just lost her income. Hold on, Stacy's alive. Stacy's alive. She's just sick. Stacy can't work. Stacy cannot take care of the kids. She's going through chemo. She's going through radiation. She lost her income. And now we have to take care of her, the kids, and you only have $8,500 in your expenses. Your basic bare bones minimum expenses, $13,000. Rob, what do we do?
I don't even know where to start. There's also more bills to pay to take care of Stacy. So,
Medical bills. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Damn, I don't know.
So let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that having a mortgage protection policy to make sure that this never happened to you would be like a luxury or a necessity?
I mean, when painted like this, definitely a necessity, but would it cover the entire 720 that we owe in the house?
Yeah, we're gonna look into some options. We're gonna find what's available. Yeah.
Yeah,
But is that something that you guys think that you need?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we would if one of us went out.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna put some options and we're gonna see them together. And then we're gonna find something that makes sense for your budget. And then we're gonna go ahead and write the application. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. So now, let me see. Let me just understand a little bit. Now, guys, what I'm gonna do here, and I jumped that because they're so young and they're so healthy. However, if you're sitting with an older person, after you do the health here, you do need to make sure that, and you know that they only qualify for equity protection, you have to ask the critical questions for critical period. Now, I'm gonna do a whole training on critical questions for critical period. There is a whole training on critical questions for critical period on the boot camp. If you guys ever get the boot camp, you have a full training on that. But over here, when you go into before the financial assessment, hold on, where did it go? Amanda, what happened?
One more type of coverage.
Financial analysis.
One more type of coverage.
No, but I'm talking about the critical questions for critical period. I don't see it.
Oh, it's just on the script, right? One more. Next on the script. The next button on the script, right below.
Oh, I just put next step.
Yeah. It should jump to.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So you're gonna go and you're gonna explain to them, and the way that you're gonna do is the critical question for critical period. It's a whole training itself. It is the one thing that is going to get you to 9% closing ratio because 95% of your appointments are going to be equity protection. If you don't know how to present, you're going to fail. So it's very important. So let's say that one of them only qualify for equity protection and Stacy desperately wants a full mortgage payoff. So this is what I would do to literally get them to be like, please, I want critical period. Okay. And it's on the script. It's super simple. Okay. So I have an idea of what you guys have on our hands. So let me explain to you how mortgage protection works. Guys, I'm just reading the script so you guys can see. You can just read my script and do the exact same thing I'm doing. There are many ways that you can do mortgage protection, okay? The most common ways are mortgage payoff. Mortgage payoff, it's going to pay off the mortgage. And Stacy, I do know that you want the mortgage paid off. So I'm keeping that in mind. It's very important to me that I get for you what you want. And then there's payment plans. Payment plans, man, is basically a different plan that is basically going to pay for the mortgage for a certain amount of time. If that's what you need, sometimes people don't need a mortgage payoff. So let me ask you guys a question real quick. Stacy, God forbid, the critical questions for critical are not here.
They are there. You have to scroll down.
No, it's up. No, they're not here. We're just gonna have to
On the
fix it.
script, you have to scroll down.
On the script?
Yes, on the blue box. On the blue box. Scroll down.
Oh, to scroll down. Yes, I got it. I got it. Scroll down, Vivian. Okay. Here?
Yeah. Click next. You're in financial inventory. Explaining where's critical period.
No, but the questions are not here.
There it is. Yeah, I saw.
Oh, here. Found it. Okay, guys, here. Okay. So, so let me just ask you some questions so I can understand. Rob, God forbid something happened to you and you lost Stacy. What would you want to do with this house? Would you want to stay in the house or would you want to downsize into something more affordable, easier to manage?
Maybe downsize, I think, by the reality of the situation.
You would want to downsize?
Yeah.
So, okay. So you probably would sell the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Rob, how long do you think that you would need to sell this house?
6 months, 8 months.
How long are the houses in your area usually selling? Like how long is it taking to sell?
I had a friend, like it took him like, yeah, like 8 months.
8 months. Okay.
And
How long do you think that you would need to breathe, really get the kids okay with moving and changing neighborhoods? Time would you need for yourself?
I don't know. Let's call it 6 months.
6 months. So,
Mhm.
8 months to sell, 6 months to grieve. Okay. So about a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you, Stacy? God forbid something were to happen. What would you want to do if you want to stay in the house?
I mean, after how much we put into the house, yes, but I don't know that I could be in that house without Rob.
Okay. So you'd probably downsize, like sell the house and move into something else.
Honestly, yeah, or closer to my family, because at that point,
So you would want to sell the house. Okay. Okay, awesome. I just wanted to have an idea. Guys, they just stated out loud, and this is very important that you understand, because here's the thing. If you're selling mortgage protection to people, assuming what's important to them, I will come after you and I'll replace your policies. Do you know why? I don't assume. I will ask every single question. And what that means is that if they are paying $300 for a full mortgage payoff on the policy that you wrote, and then when I come in, I say, hey, what are you going to do with the house? And they say, no, we're just going to sell the house. It probably needs 2 years to sell the house. I'll be like, why are you paying $300? Let's lower your premium to $150 and do what you actually want to do with the house, which is like, make sure that we're covering 2 years of mortgage payments. So God forbid something happens, you can sell the house and then you can take the equity out. And I lower their policy. I make sure that they have what they need and you just lost your policy. Ask the questions. The quality of your life will be determined by the quality of the questions you ask. So ask the critical questions for critical period. Oh, but they are young, Vivian. I don't care. Ask the questions. They don't want a full mortgage payoff. Why are you selling them a full mortgage payoff? Now, sometimes it's like, it's so cheap. You don't even give them an option for them because they're super young. But it is you opening yourself an option for somebody to come in after you and replace your policy. So ask the questions. Okay. So, okay. So Robin, Stacy, I have an idea of what we qualify for. Give me a second. I'm going to put here an option. 729,000. No. Especially in this situation. Why? It's a very high premium. And maybe they're not okay with spending $500 a month to protect it. They're okay with spending $250 and then do what it does, what they wanted to do. So this is what you guys are going to see now. Okay. Okay. Very important. Let me stop sharing. I want you guys to hear me on this. This is very, 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 it says that this is recording. Yeah. Okay. Very important, guys. This is a very, 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 very important. When you're giving options to people, if you want to have a 90% closing ratio, you're always going to give options like this. The top option is going to be 10% of their income. I don't care if they're going to get it, but you're going to give them the option. Do not make assumptions for people. Okay. So 10% of the income. So if they make $18,000, the top option is going to be $1,800 between the two of them. Okay. The second option is going to be in the middle. And the last option is going to be $80 a month. But what do you mean, Vivian? They make $18,000 a month. Why are you telling me to give them an $80 a month? Because that is the option that everybody takes. Even if they don't want it, if they don't, they will take an $80 a month. So your $80 a month will save you from a no close. I promise you, 90% closing ratio. $80 a month. If you take anything from this training, $80 a month is always the bottom option. It's not 75. It's not 65. It's $80 at least. Usually $80, $90 a month. Everybody can afford $80. So even if it's not that important to them, they will take the $80 a month policy. So, and by the way, you will see that the software is going to tell you what is the recommended amount for insurance based on here. So here you see maximum recommended insurance amount. It's telling you here 10% of their household income. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull those options for them. One of them is going to be $900, the premium, 30 years. And I'm gonna do an America here, 729. America doesn't even have 729. Let's say I'm gonna do an FNG here. They can't do that. Okay. It doesn't matter. I'll do whatever carrier. So I'm gonna do an option for a full mortgage payoff because they wanted to see full mortgage payoff, right? Now I'm going to add another. This is for Rob. Now I'm going to add another option here. And that option is going to be a half mortgage payoff. And let's say I would do 370. That's 30 years. Now do another option. What is that option, guys? The option that they're most likely going to take. Do you know why? That's what they want. They're not going to stay in this home. So I'm going to give them the option. And they're going to love me for it. They will never leave me because I listen to them, right? So I'm going to do a equity protection. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do an equity protection term, ROP. So I'm going to do a CBO, and I'm going to do, so how much is their mortgage? Their mortgage is 5,500 times 24. It's going to be $132,000. That's going to be 30 years. The premium is going to be $250. They're going to get money back. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to do what they want. So that is that for Rob. Okay. Now I'm going to do Stacy. So I'm going to do the same thing, exact same options. Face amount is going to be 729, 30 years. Premium is going to be, I don't know, 850. I'm going to add another option. I'm going to do half. What is that? 375 that I did there. 370. $30. How much was that premium? 5, I'll do like 450. And then I'll do the equity protection. Now, in this case, actually, this is not going to be 250. This is going to be 94. And this is going to be equity protection term. And the face amount is going to be 132, I think. 30 years. And the premium is going to be like $100. No, $90. Okay. Guys, look at this. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save, but I'm going to click mortgage presentation. It's going to verify that the options that I'm showing are correct. Okay, so see, this is incorrect here. It's supposed to be the exact same options for them. So I'm just going to adjust this. This one. So 30 premium, $9. I mean, the return calculation is incorrect. So we need to fix this. This is not right. Okay. $90 a month for 30 years. Oh, why is it saying months?
We had it changed from our first round.
But it should be years. Why does it say months?
Because for equity protection, we do months.
Oh, for how many months? Okay, I got it. 24 months. But the return calculation is based on how much money they're gonna get after 30 years for their ROP. It's okay. We'll adjust it. We just got it mixed up. It's okay. So I can just do a regular face amount 132, 30, so $90. Okay. 132, 30, $94. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to save this, guys, and I'm going to click mortgage presentation. Now, if you're doing Zoom, this is the best thing that exists because when I only do Zoom and when I would be doing my presentation, I would literally go ahead and I would build the deck to show people. Anyway, you're going to click go to presentation and then you have a presentation to share your screen. Okay. Stacy, Robbie, ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So here's you and you, Rob, okay, in your home. So I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit how mortgage protection works, okay? So there's many different ways you can do mortgage protection. A few things that I need you to know. The death benefit for what I'm showing you is going to be level. That means if you die today or if you die in 30 years from now, it's going to pay the same coverage, the same amount. What I'm showing you comes with living benefits. Why? You guys are young, you guys are working, and I want to make sure that God forbid something happens to you, it's going to be paying for that mortgage, even if you don't die. But if you're diagnosed with cancer, stroke, heart attack, anything major, that policy is going to come in and take care of your home as well. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Now, some of these policies might have savings and growth. I am showing you very straight up options. If for some reason you want something that does have savings and growth, I can pull some options for you. But based on what we talked about, I don't think that you want to spend the extra money just because what you guys need is very simple. It's actually much easier, much simpler than what you were thinking. And then if for some reason what I'm showing you does not make any sense, guys, I'm addressing the think about. I'm going to be showing you a few different options. But if what I'm showing you does not make any sense, many people are going to come to me and say, hey, I want to think about it. You don't need to think about anything. I think about for you. All you're going to do is tell me and I'll pull some options for us until we find the one that makes sense for you. Okay? Okay. So what are we going to be looking at? I'm going to give you guys 3 options. Why? Stacey, you told me that you want a full mortgage payoff. I'll be very honest with you. I don't think that you need a full mortgage payoff. You have a $729,000 mortgage. It's a big mortgage, okay? And you guys are very healthy. However, you just told me that God forbid something happens to either of you, you're going to sell the house. So why would you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month to do a full mortgage payoff if we can do maybe a half mortgage payoff, which is more manageable for you to pay? Also, it's going to cover like a majority of the mortgage and it's going to give you the time to sell the house. I personally think that the best option for you guys would be a half mortgage payoff. Why? Because you both work. If you lose half of your income and you pay for the half of the mortgage, you are fine and you're going to sell the house anyway. That's just my option. And I think that's going to save you some money. So I'm also giving you an option for equity protection. Equity protection basically, Stacey, what it's going to do for you is that it's going to give you time. So the best way for me to explain to you is this. Do you think, Rob, that God forbid something which will happen and Stacey didn't come home last night, the bank would call you and be like, hey, Rob, I'm so sorry for your loss. We loved Stacey. To be very nice to you, we're going to give you 2 years for you to grieve, 2 years for you to breathe. Don't worry about the mortgage payment. So you think the bank would do that? No. But you can do that for each other. So that's what we call a critical period policy. What that means is that you would literally be paying, you would have the critical period of time after the loss of a loved one covered, and then you don't have to worry about covering for that mortgage for the next 24 months. Does that make sense? So I wanted to pull the most comprehensive options for you guys, but I also wanted to keep in mind your budget. So I pulled 3 very different options. If for some reason what I'm showing you guys does not make sense, just tell me. I'll go back and I'll pull some other options. All I care is that we make sure that you guys are getting out of here, making sure that you have the peace of mind you need to go through life. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's look at the options that I pulled for you guys. So Rob, for you, full mortgage payoff. I know that you guys, that's what you wanted, but it is the most expensive option. It is the hardest to qualify. And I pulled for you an option that has all the living benefits. So if you were to become sick or pass away, it is going to cover your mortgage in case of a stroke, a heart attack, cancer. that's going to be $900 a month. The second option, I think it makes more sense because you guys make similar income. It's half of the price, and it does the same. It's going to give you time. It's going to cover, for the payoff. It's going to cover half of the mortgage. That would be about half, $500 a month. And the third option would be an equity protection that is going to cover your mortgage for 2 years if you were to become sick or pass away. If you were to become disabled, you have 2 years to take care of the mortgage payments. Now, I don't know if I can get you guys approved. If I could, which option would make more sense for you?
I mean, I think it comes down to price. But
Yeah, I think too.
like half the mortgage, so we can at least like sell the house.
Yeah, I agree.
You think half of the mortgage makes more sense for you? I 100% agree. That's what I would do if I were you. I wouldn't spend the whole $900. I think that $500 is plenty, and you guys have the peace of mind that you need. Sounds good. Okay. Now, say it's the same thing for you. If we do full mortgage, it's $850. If we do partial, it's $450. And then equity protection, you understand what it does. It would be about $90 a month. Do you think that for you would make more sense to do the partial mortgage payoff as well?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Okay, great. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to do the application. It's going to take me about 10 minutes. What I need you guys to do for me is I want you to grab your ID. I'm going to need you to send me a picture of your front and back of your ID because I need to upload into the application. And if you have one of those old school like checks, paper checks, if you could take a picture, void, and send me a picture, that would be great as well because sometimes the insurance carrier asks me to upload into the application. If not, just the routing and account number, because when we get to the payments, I'm going to need to enter that in there.
Okay.
Sounds good? Okay. So I'm going to start the application. I'm going to share my screen with you, and then we're going to fill it out together. Okay. Go ahead and grab those things, and we're going to get this going.
Okay.
All right. So what happened to it? Okay, guys. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see the comments. So, guys, do you think that I closed them? Put in the chat. Did you see me closing them? I close them? No, they close themselves. They close themselves. They close themselves. The quality of your life will be determined by the quality of the questions you ask. They have a need. Make them see the value on what you have to offer. And then just serve. It's that simple. Serve. Put crazy amounts of activity. Have volume. It's a system. You have leads. You call enough times. You book enough appointments, and you serve. It's that simple. Richard, it doesn't matter. It's just a number. Just put a number in there. It's not. It doesn't need to be the I. It's just a training. I just wanted to show them. I just wanted to show that, they make $18,000 a year. So I can show them I could have done an option for a CBO where they would get all of their money back. That was $900 a month. I could do an option that with an IUL. Like, what are you going to put in there? It's up to you. You're the underwriter. You're going to, but my point is I put an option that was $900 because they can afford it. So why a lot of people are scared to give options because they think that they can afford it. Honey, they make 18 grand a month. And you know what? They spend all of it. So they can afford it. They can afford to pay $900 for insurance. So in that case, I would have literally go ahead and just like $900 each, then do one right in the middle. But always, please listen to me on this, always have a $90 option. The most expensive is going to sell the second least expensive. And the last one is going to be where you're going to fall into if they're just like, my why is not strong enough. Always have an $80 to $100 option because it's going to look really cheap when they see the $500 option. Does that make sense? So now this is the most important thing, guys. Very important. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write the application with them. I wrote the application. It was great. And just so you guys see how this works, Amanda, can you do me a favor? I want you to add a little thing here where I can just collapse the script if I want to. If I don't need the script, I can just collapse and close it. Just like close it so I can see the whole screen. Okay. That would be helpful. Thank you. I love you. You're the best. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to go ahead with them. They're going to send me a picture of their ID. I do not write applications on anybody if they don't. First of all, when I say send me a picture of the ID now, I'm telling them I'm the boss. Another very nice way to say, hey, you're going to listen to me here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take their ID because your job as an underwriter is to verify that you write insurance on the right person. You can't do that if you don't get their ID. Second, they're going to go ahead and they're going to have a picture of their check. Most people still have checks these days. Okay, and when you ask before you start the application, remember, you just did all the hard work. So all you're doing right now is you're just really just telling them, hey, this is what I need to write your application. Let's go. We're going to do it right now. Simple. You're going to go ahead and you're going to fill out all of this information. Then you're going to open the carrier in a different tab and you're just going to copy and paste all the information. Why? Because you want to make sure that you have all the information for your clients here. Also, once you put all the information here, when you send emails to them about this policy, you don't have to fill anything up. It will literally just pull from here and write the follow-up emails. Okay. So you're going to get all their information, you're going to fill out that, you're going to save. Then you're going to put here the policies that you wrote. So I'm going to put in here that I just wrote, I wrote a half policy number. This, the carrier was, let's say that I wrote, I don't know, move. This doesn't matter. The face amount was, I don't know, $375. Monthly premium was $500. Okay. Okay. And then the preferred dates, I'm going to put it here. Oh, let me teach you guys another thing. You're really hurting your business if you are postponing your clients. Let me stop sharing so you can listen to this. Like I am very on your face when I want you to listen to important things. You were really hurting your clients if you were saying, hey, when do you want this to come out? We don't do that with mortgage protection, guys. People own a home. They can afford to pay it now. It's okay. We don't say, hey, when you want it to come out, this is what you're going to do, okay? And I'm going to tell you the exact thing you're going to say. I have never, ever, that's not true. I probably had 1 or 2 situations in my life where I actually had to postpone a policy to like some, no, I don't want to leave. What happened? Oh, hold on. Oh, cases. I don't know what happened. I'll get back to it. I think like two times that I actually ever had to postpone a policy. And this was when I was starting out. You are in charge. It's your posture. This is what's going to determine everything. And let me tell you something. I had a client, I had an agent that wrote a mortgage protection policy in this guy in Illinois. Okay. And he wanted to postpone the policy. And this was right after COVID. The guy got COVID and he died 3 days later. Whose fault do you think it is that the daughter didn't have the check on her hands? The agents. Mortgage protection, people have money, they can do it now. Now, if you give them an option, do you want to start on the first? They're going to take the first. Of course, they're going to take in the first. I'll talk about guarantees in a second, Cody. They're going to start in the first. So don't give them an option. This is what you're going to do. Hold on, that my case closed. So I'm going to go back and then I'll have to find it. Hold on. What happened to it? In progress. Rob. Here. Okay. So when you get to the banking, you're going to go ahead. You already have the banking. You're going to put in here, say, okay, the routing is that, the account is that. Okay. So just so you know, Rob and Stacy, we're putting this application in today. My goal is that I get it approved tonight, instant approval. Now, if I don't, and they probably will approve. This carrier is very fast. So they're most likely going to approve in the next day or so. So I just want to make sure this is okay with you. The moment they approve your policy is going to go into effect. This is what you want. And they're going to charge you for the first premium. The first premium for you, Rob, is $500. The first premium for you, Stacy, is $450. So it's a total of $950 that's going to come out every day on the 22nd. Is that okay if they charge you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna put in here the 22nd, and later down the road, if you need to adjust the time after they charge for the first premium, okay, you just give me a call and let me know, and then we can adjust that. But I want to make sure that first one is in, because God forbid something happens to you tonight, you have insurance, it's all taken care of. Sounds good?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna save and continue, and then here's Stacy, beneficiary. So you're gonna put the beneficiaries and everything here. Contribution beneficiaries, you're gonna save it. But I only have the policies. Oh, policy one. Didn't I already put in there? No. Oh. Rob. Policy number. Carrier. I don't think it's saved. It's because my thing red log off. Miracle, face amount. I hear water. Can we make sure that the kitchen is not flooding? What's happening? I think the Karen is flooding the kitchen. Okay, 450. Okay, so that is that. Preferred date, I'm gonna put here the 22nd. Okay, and then I'm gonna do here for, this is actually 500. Okay, I'm gonna do here, and the reason I'm putting all that here because I want you guys to see the follow policy, select half, policy, other, miracle. Base amount is 375. Premium. Okay. Okay, awesome. So I put all the information in here. I saved everything. What I'm gonna do is I submit it to the insurance carrier. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna click update case. Okay. Because usually gonna click submit, but this is already been saved. So I'm gonna click update case. Okay. Now, what happened? Did it update? Please match the requested format. What does that mean, Amanda?
I don't know, wasn't here when you pasted whatever.
Huh?
Click save first. Oh, because you're not doing the beneficiaries. Or are you?
I need the beneficiaries? No, I don't want to put beneficiaries here.
Okay.
Okay, beneficiaries, okay. Spouse, okay. Save. It says, please match the updated format. I don't know what I'm missing. See, now it would be good to just collapse this. We're gonna make it collapsible. Okay, let me see if this is saved. Okay, so now here's what you guys are gonna do, guys. This is called the lockdown. It's on your script. It's the most important part of your presentation. Okay. Okay, Rob, Stacy, congratulations. I just submitted your policy to the insurance carrier, and I have great news. I actually got an instant approval. What that means is that your policy is approved, it's issued. Please keep out for that charge. It's really not in place until they charge you for the first premium. So you want them to charge that first premium so we know that the policy is in place, okay? So a few things I want you to keep in mind, and this is very important. I need you to listen to me on this one, okay? Listen to the crazy Brazilian lady. Okay, pay attention, Stacey. Okay, number one, the moment that that policy is issued, they're going to charge you for the first premium. Watch out for that charge. When you see it, it's good. That means we're in business, okay? We have coverage. The second thing is the moment they issue the policy, they will mail the policy to you. Once you get that policy, you're going to pick up the phone, you're going to call me. You got it, Rob? You're gonna call me. Why? Because you don't know how to read insurance. So you're gonna call me, and if you need me to explain anything to you, if you need to review everything with you, just let me know. Excuse me, we're gonna get on the Zoom and we're gonna take care of it. You understand everything. Then you're gonna put it somewhere safe. Now I want you pick up your phone, please, Rob. Okay, let me give you my phone number. My phone number is 786 this. I want you to save it under Vivian, crazy Brazilian insurance lady.
Okay.
You got that? You choose, Stacy. You choose. So here's the thing.
Okay.
I know
with
that
you.
sounds crazy, but God forbid something happens to you guys. I don't want you to call the insurance carrier. I need you to call me because I will handle everything for you. You're going to be taken care of. God forbid something happens. The last thing that you want to do is be fighting with insurance carriers. I will take care of you. Okay. A few things I need you to keep in mind. You guys just purchased your home. Congratulations. I'm so excited that you protected it, that now you have peace of mind. But here's the thing. Your information goes into public records when you buy a new home. What that means is that salespeople, nasty, disgusting salespeople will get your information out of public records, and they are going to start bombarding you with many things. They are going to start calling you. They're going to start sending you all kinds of letters. If you get any other papers in the mail, whether it's one that tells you to call a number or to fill out anything, throw it out. If you fill it out, you're going to be getting calls for the next 12 years. I mean it. I'm not exaggerating. Those come from these companies. They're not going to stop. Okay. The second thing is if anybody contacts you about mortgage protection, let them know it's being taken care of. Now, listen to me very careful. If they tell you your policy is incomplete, it's due for review, or they need to come and need to review your policy, there's something wrong and your policy is going to be canceled. Bullshit, baby. You know those salespeople? That's them. Nobody will ever, you hearing? Nobody will ever call you about your policy other than me or my assistant. And if it's not me or my assistant calling you, you're not talking to anybody about your policy. If anybody contacts you and they start saying anything like that, you pick up the phone and call me immediately. I'll handle them for you. Okay. The other thing is once you receive that policy, let me know if you need anything. I will be here for you. You have my number. Other than that, I'm going to be sending you an email right now with a copy of your application, as well as all the information. If you do not receive that policy within 2 to 3 weeks, call me immediately. I need to make sure that the insurance carrier is sending that out to you. You need to have a copy of that. Okay. Other than that, that's it. I'm so happy you guys got to protect, each other and the kids. And if you guys need anything else, any other policies, any life insurance, you need, ever need anything retirement wise, I also do that. I'm going to be your crazy insurance lady forever. If you guys need anything, just give me a call, your family, your friends, I'm here. I can help them out. And that's basically it. You guys have any
Thank you so
questions for
much.
me?
No, it was great meeting you. Thank you so much for putting it into perspective for us.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. I'll send you that email. Look out for the email. If you guys need anything, just text or call me at any time. And if anybody, and they will, if anybody start bugging you about mortgage protection, just do let me know. I'll handle them for you. Okay, I
Thank
got you.
so much, crazy Brazilian lady. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, guys, congratulations on the home. I will speak to you soon.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Okay, guys, that's it. That is it. That is my entire presentation. I will answer some questions for you guys. Drink some water. Referrals. That's a whole other training. I need to bring in my best friends here to do a referral training for you guys. She's amazing at that. Rachel from Kino. She's incredible. She did a whole speech on our convention last year on how to do referrals. But referrals, yes, you can ask for a referral right there. Some people have a referral form on the email that they send out to them. It's a great way to do it. I mean, to be honest, like I write most of my business right now. Like my clients, they just call me. They're like, I don't want anybody else. I just want you because I'm crazy. Guys, this stuff that I just did, I do with my clients. Like I have clients that has weird names and I go, do people really call you that? Like I am like crazy. I have so much fun on my appointments. So just have fun. Have fun. My appointments usually are an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't count. I know so well my expertise at that level that I will sit down with somebody and I'll find everything that I can do for them. And then I will work with them 20 times after that. And I will do retirement. I will do, all of it. So, uh, let's see some questions. So somebody asked me about guaranteed issue. Let me see. Okay, Cody. Cody asked me about the guaranteed issues. I don't ever have anybody tell me that they don't want AGI. And I had to master that. I was terrified of doing guaranteed issue when I first started out. And the way that I present that, Cody, is very simple. I go and they want a full mortgage payoff and they want all of that. And I just make them see how they can't have that, but they can still have something. And again, I will always tell you the quality of your life is going to be basically determined by the quality of the questions you ask. So what you want to do is you want to build a bridge. You don't want to, this is very important. Write this down, guys. You don't ever want to tell anybody, hey, you can't have something you want. Does that make sense? You know you can't have it. What you want to do is you want to tell them, hey, you can have this other thing instead. Let me tell you why it's good for you. So a lot of times, the way that I do GI is this. Sometimes the husband cannot get a full mortgage payoff or cannot get a regular critical period and the wife can. So what I go and I do and I say, okay, so Cody, okay, remember we talked about like what it is, what you qualify, what it is that we even need. So what you, Cody, gonna need, you qualify, and what your wife is gonna qualify or your husband's gonna qualify. I don't know if Cody is a girl or a boy. It's a beautiful name. I'm sorry if you were a boy or a girl and I'm calling you something else, but so it's going to be a little bit different. It's because of the health condition. So here's what's happening, Cody. Because you just had cancer, to be honest, you are not, you don't qualify for regular types of insurance. And most agents that would be sitting with you right now would tell you, you know what, I can't help you. Because most insurances will not even touch you. However, I do have an insurance company that we can use for the time being. So here's the thing. Cody, we're getting better, right? Like in the next 2 years, we're going to be clear, no cancer, everything's going to be fine. And that's what the insurance carriers want you to do. So here's what we're going to do. There's a plan with a carrier that basically they will cover you. But here's what they're going to do. It's almost like a savings account. So God forbid something happens to you in the next 2 years, Cody. What they're going to do is that they're going to give all of your premiums back plus a 10% interest on that money, which is better than a savings account, right, Cody? Then you shut up. Let Cody say, yeah, I mean, if I get a 10%, like 10% interest, it's way better. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, Cody. Because it's important to you that we have something in place, we're going to work with this carrier. I mean, you know them. It's AIG, corporate, like they're a huge carrier. So we're going to put this policy in place. We're going to do 24 months of mortgage protection for you. Now, God forbid something happens, and it's within those two years, worst case scenario, we get the money back plus a 10%, which is way better than if you take that money and put in a savings account, right? Now, Cody, we're getting better. So in 2 years from now, when you clear, I'm going to call you. And if that's the case, I'm going to write a different policy for you that's probably going to be cheaper, better coverage, and the whole thing. But in the meantime, we have that. In 2 years from now, the policy goes into full effect, and that's it. Cody's a girl. Yes. Cody, you're girl. I love it. Girl, boss. So that's it. So you're going to paint the picture for them where it's simple. Hey, we're going to writing this for you now because I know it's important to you. But you know what? In 2 years from now, we're going to do something different. But worst case scenario, if you do get worse, if the cancer does come back, in 2 years from now, we have coverage in place. But that's not the goal. The goal is that in 2 years from now, we get something better, but we're going to put this in place because we start the waiting period right now. And I've never, since I started presenting in that way, I've never had somebody tell me that they can't do it. Do we need to worry about handling the medical information with HIPAA in your platform? I have no idea what you're talking about, Josh. You would have to talk to Amanda about that. But we're just gathering if they have health insurance, if they have like what health. I don't think that that's a problem. Tal, I'm gonna do a training on booking appointments. That's gonna be a whole training. It's not something that I can do right now at 9 o'clock at night. I will do a full training on booking appointments, and then we'll go over objections, how to really set up your tone. Like that's gonna be a whole thing. Now, if you guys do get the boot camp, it's all there. How to book appointments, tonality to book appointments, how to book effective appointments, how to set up a objection board. It's all there. Gianna, I don't care what product you use. You can use whatever you want. I like some people like America, some people like Move, some people like NLG. Like I would let you figure out the products with your client because again, I don't want to step on toes here. I really don't care what you use. It's just like what makes sense for what you are the clients that you're sitting with. Each upline, each agency works in a different way. So I'm not gonna get in the middle of that. When I did have an agency, I wanted all of my agents to write a specific carrier first. So I'm not telling you what to write. I'm just telling you kind of like how my process is. Let me see. I'm gonna take questions until 9 o'clock. So let's see. In this example, would you have taken a deeper look at their financials to see whether they were actually spending all of that income or simply had assets and savings available? If they have no savings to afford the premium, would you have the clients to proceed the sale? Micah, confused minds don't buy. Number one rule, confused minds don't buy. What that means is that don't overcomplicate the sale. What happens is a lot of agents will come in and they're going to be like, I want to find the annuity. I want to find the IOL. I want to find the extra policy. People make room in their budget for what's important to them. The one job that you need to make when you're running a mortgage protection presentation is to build the value, make them see the value and make them feel it. Why do you want them to feel it? Why are you making them say out loud this is important to them and why it's important to them? There's something that happens in your brain when you raise the emotion. You literally create mini photographs and you are never going to forget those mini photographs when you have a very strong emotion attached to that event. So when I go into the surface why and I literally ask questions and I dig and it hurts, you actually raising the emotion. So you're making it very strong in their brain. Every time somebody calls them and try replacing that policy, that image comes back up. So that's what you're trying to do. It's literally a neurological thing, right? So this is the biggest thing that I had to teach my agents. A lot of people came to me when I had an agency and they were like, hey, I'm really good with IOLs. I'm like, forget IOLs. You can use IOL to do mortgage protection. But if you're running a mortgage protection appointment, we're going to protect the mortgage. After you protect the mortgage, then you're going to do something else. So if there's an IOL there, you're going to find the IOL. Don't mention. Don't say anything. When you are done with it, then you're going to be like, hey, I noticed this. Can we set up a time to talk about this? You're going to write the mortgage protection. Then you're going to sit down and you're going to write the IOL. Then you're going to sit down and you're going to write that final expense. But you're not going to do all at once. Confused minds don't buy. And the thing is, Micah, yeah, I can look into all kinds of things and I can see that people make room in their budget. Have you ever walked into a house for an appointment? This is the biggest thing. Have you ever, when you were, Mike, I know that you were in person, like you've been, at your company forever since I was there forever. Have you ever walked into a house that people are making like together $3,000 a month, but they have something in their living room? They clearly can afford it. They make room in their budget for what's important to them. Make it important to them. That's all you need to obsess about on your presentation. Make it important to them. Now, you cannot tell them it's important to them. You need to make it them tell themselves it's important to them. That's how you're going to have the highest persistency. They need to convince you, not the other way around. Does that make sense, Micah? Dialing times. Okay, dialing times. So people are gonna do different things. Xander, some people, so I always taught my agents like this. Dial block. So you're gonna dial, like you should be on the phone at 7:30 in the morning. You should be dialing at 8 o'clock on the dot. Why? Best appointments you're gonna book is between 8 and 10. So you dial from 8 to, if you were doing appointments, okay, 8 to 12 or 8 to 1. Book appointments for the same day. Very important. Appointments for the same day. If you're booking appointments for 48 hours later, quit. It's not going to work. Your people, you're not that important. They will not remember you. I don't care how many Calendly things you have. People talk to you. They're excited. You need to get this done today. So you're either doing one call close and you're dialing and closing as you can. And whoever you can, you're going to book an appointment. Or you're going ahead and you are booking like 8 to 1. And all of my agents used to do that. Like we would all be on the dial team. We would be doing like 8 to 1, we're dialing. And then 2 to 10 or 2 to 8, or we're running appointments, right? Always book same day if you can, maximum 24 hours. Just so you know, the statistics, you're going to get like a 80% show ratio if you book the same day. You're going to get a 50% show ratio if you book 24 hours. After that, you don't even want to know. Like it's a 30% show ratio if you're booking like for the next day. Don't do it. I don't do it. Oh, I can't. Oh, can we book? No, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to be working your area because I work like every county in the country. So I have, they assign me to the area, and I don't know if I'll be able to service you that day. Let me do this. I'm going to put a note here, and I'm going to give you a call the day before. And if I am working your area, I'll put you in my calendar. So you call them the day before, and you know that you're going to put them. If they're still on the appointment, you put them on the calendar. Let's see. Yes, ask for referrals, 100%. I always ask for referrals. There's very like Rachel has a form that is on the signature of her every email that says, hey, if you refer to me, like ask for referrals. You can't get it if you don't ask. So why on the ARIA desk does it open up on stage 3 when we pivot to ARIA desk? Because you're not dialing on ARIA desk. You're going to be dialing on ARIA CRM. And then once you get the appointment, or once you get like the one call close, you're going to send the lead to ARIA desk. So you're going to start on the credibility part. You're not dialing on ARIA desk, right? And I'm going to show you guys, before we're done, I'm going to show you guys how you're going to like handle your book of business afterwards. If they can get on a call and talk right away, are you transitioning to Zoom? You can. Yes, you can. I don't do Zoom. I never did one call close. I had dialers. I don't have time to be calling people, guys. But you can. You can literally say, hey, I'm going to send you a link right now. Just be ready so you don't look like your hair is like, be ready. Yes, you can send them the link, or you can do it a phone call. I refuse to do phone. Never did. I liked in-person appointments. So when I went Zoom, I taught my entire agency how to do Zoom, and the closing ratio and the show ratio that you're going to see is significantly higher for Zoom. Now, this is the craziest thing when I talk about mindset, and that's where the 1% edge comes in. And it's like, guys, that training is incredible. You need to understand that you need to do what you love doing. This is very important. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I had an agent, Brooke Ross. Brooke was a beast, okay? $70,000 a month agent. Brooke didn't like Zoom. Brooke had a 90% persistency, and Brooke had a super high, show ratio because she liked telesales. That's what she liked doing, period. So she didn't have a bad persistency because she likes doing it. She took my system, put it for sales. She loves doing that. I will not run. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it on the phone. I would call one of my agents and say, hey, can you take this? I won't do phone. Because in my head, I go like, I'll get to think about it because I'm not seeing them. I like that connection. So guys, I'm going to wrap up right now. I hope this training was, before I go, let me do something real quick. I want to show you guys this. Once you submit the policy, okay, you're going to be able to go here and see all cases, right? on all cases, what I'm going to do on this application, so I submitted everything. Now, what I'm going to do here, actually, I submitted twice. So I have a few policies here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click in here and I'm going to submit policy submitted email or policy issued. If I got issued on the spot, I don't even need to send a policy submitted email. So I'm going to click policy issued email. Let me just connect. You're going to connect to your Google account. So your email, this is going from your email, and it has a whole template here. Okay. And I didn't put an email here for her. So it's saying client email not found. So you do need to have all the information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download the copy of the application. I'm going to throw it in here. Why? So I have the copy of the application when things, when I need it, if I need it, I always will have the copy of that application stored on my ARIA desk. It has everything here. It's going to auto-populate the information from the information that you just enter in there. So congratulations, your policy was submitted and approved with a miracle. You should expect your first draft to be drafted within 3 business days and to receive your policy by mail within 3 weeks from the approval date. Please keep in mind your policy is not in place until America has drafted the first premium. If you don't receive the paper copy of your application within 3 weeks from today, please give me a call. Here's the policy details. If you have any questions, need to think, don't hesitate to contact me. Now, this is, I don't have a signature put together here. I'm going to put the information and I'll send it out to them. Okay. And then I will go ahead and do the same thing for the wife because they're 2 different policies. They might have 2 different emails, and that's going to send over. When I submit and it's issued, what it's going to do is it's going to move that to issued. Okay. Now it's going to show here on my issue tab. Now, let's say that it was denied. I can update it to denied. So here I can just go and change the status to here. I can go look here. I put you issued. Let's say that her policy was denied. Now I'm going to submit. I'm going to put her in denied. There you go. And then what's going to happen is I will be able to handle it based on where it is. If for some reason something lapses, I know that I can put it here into lapse, and then I can go and create a campaign that targets all of my lapsed policies, a custom templates that I can create here. And every single time I create a policy goes into lapsed, I do like a drip to get them to come back to me, or, I can select specific templates here to send follow-up email. Like, you should be emailing your clients every couple months to remind them that you exist. So that way, if somebody calls them to replace it, they know to call you back because they are creating a relationship with you. But you don't want to have to do that work yourself, right? So you can actually upload a specific information. Don't see your carrier. You can add a carrier here if you don't see it. All I need you to do is to get the guidelines, throw it in here. We're going to program into the AI. And when you look for options, it's going to give you your carriers in here. You can manage your pending reviews, and then you can actually see cases by status, monthly issued policies, notifications, recent cases, your calendar. You can add an event to your calendar here. You can see your calendar from here. This software is literally going to run your business. And what I would do is I would create the free trial. It costs you nothing. Test it out yourself. Like I said, it is it is in beta. So if you find anything, just let your AE know. Send your AE a screenshot. We have 10 developers on staff. Our staff is super fast. We'll fix it within minutes. I'm also going to have Amanda put like a chat box in there. If something happens, it just pops up. You can just send it in there, and then our staff gets, and then we can fix it. But anyway, I hope this was really, really, really helpful. I didn't get a chance to see all the chat messages, but I will read all of them afterwards. Our AEs are here to help you if you have not scheduled your onboarding, if you have not gotten your match, if you have not gotten into the ADIA system. I want you to win so bad, and I want every single one of you guys to have what I was able to do through my agent. So I hope this helped. I'm going to be doing more trainings, and I hope to see you guys next time. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.